So before the actual demo, I just want to go through a run through of what the idea is behind this offering and what features come along with it. What we've done is we've made Karma accessible to users in your parts department, in your loaner department, in your body shop, and even in sales. And the changes we've made are such that when a parts user has the app, they can have full capability with communications and payments that everyone on the server side does. So it's really just about getting Karma into your parts department, getting Karma into your body shop department. So now I did say full capability. There is one caveat here. The communication portion right now is not available for sales. If you are interested in getting Karma in your sales department, it will have to be for payments only. And this is very useful for things like, let's say, you take a deposit on a car, even though if you may have a younger customer in the shop and perhaps their parent or someone needs to pay, you got to send a remote payment out to them. This will be good with situations like that. If you're not in sales and you are in parts, loaner, body shop, you will have the text and calling through the desktop. You'll have the voicemails and calls recorded, inbound and outbound, and you'll have the text history for 7 years. So it is the full capability of myKaarma there. The other exciting thing is remote secure mobile payments, and this is great for cases like when a customer is waiting on a back-ordered part and they going to pick it up or possibly not come into the store. You can send them a mobile request, and we've seen great success with this in the last few months that we've betaed it. So really excited to offer that. If you do have any car rentals, of course, you can also send out that payment request. So it's really all about getting myKaarma into those departments. With that, I'm going to demo for you guys today three of the main changes in the app, because I'm sure all of you have probably seen it. If you haven't, then this just barely touches on what's out there, but it'll at least help you get a glimpse. So what I'm going to demo for you is how to send the mobile payment request, how to respond to a text, and then the changes that we made to the payment report. So for those of you who don't know, at the end of each day, there is a closing report that reconciles all of your payments by department, by card type, etc. So it makes batching out really easy. With that, I'm going to show you what all those things look like. Go ahead. So again, for those of you who may or may not know, this is what the application is. You'll have 3 tabs, unless you're sales, in which case you only have the payments tab. From the customer tab, you can insert any potential customer you want to reach out to. In the messages tab, you'll have an inbox view of all of your conversations. And then in the payments tab, that's where you can either take a payment card present or take a mobile remote payment. So either way it works out. This is already filled, but let's clear it out just for the sake of the demo. Immediately, if you are using Karma, you'll notice that the UI difference here, or the difference in the look and feel, is simply this drop down that appears in the top right hand corner. Depending on how many departments you have set up, you'll have different options to select from. And it's important to note that if you have a cashier that's cashiering for multiple departments, you are able to change the templates and the templates that go out to the customer, and also you'll be able to take payment within different departments. Again, for those of you who don't know, our payment request will send both via a text and an email. So let's get started. Let's say back order part came in and you want to send out that request for the customer to pay. Real easy. The first thing you would do is just type in the ticket number, and for the sake of, I don't know, simplicity, let's just make it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The next thing you want to do is specify who you're going to send it to. So if it's a customer who's already in your system, you could just type them in. If not, I'm going to show you how to add it in there. You just hit new, type in the first name, the last name, I'll put a full last name, and the cell phone number in the email. And this demo, I'll just do the cell phone number since I have that handy. You guys know how to get a hold of me. But what will happen is this field will populate automatically as well as this one. Type in a description. Whatever you want to say there. And then the amount. At this point, you let us do the rest. Send payment request. It'll verify for you one last time that this is the correct amount and this is the correct cell phone number you want to send to. And off it goes. So what will happen is after this text sends, it's going to appear in my inbox. And from there, any conversation and communication that happens with that number will be saved and stored for 7 years. If you miss a voicemail, the voicemail actually does get recorded, and you'll be able to view that in a list in your messages. This is taking a little bit to send. Let's see. Let's try again. Okay, so that's how this functionality works. The second change that was made to the Payments tab is the payment report. So in the payment report, you'll see that you'll have a list of all of your transactions for either parts or service that'll pop up here. This is the same way that we've been doing it since the beginning. The new change is, let me pick one that actually has, I think September 22nd. The new changes is what we made to how we organize the totals and how we organize the amounts. So you'll notice, you'll see right here that it says for the service department you've had this many transactions. And afterwards, if there were parts transactions on this day, it would show parts, and afterwards it'll show you the totals. And this is exactly how it batches out. Some of you again have seen this. Hopefully everyone who has the app have seen this. Some of you may not have seen this. And what's really nice is that it'll give you all the gross payments for service, it'll give you all the gross payments for parts, and then whatever other departments you may have. So in this case we have all three set up. And again, there's also a body shop and loaner available. Now I promised you one more thing. If you did want to send out a text message, all you got to do is anywhere you see the green text icon, whether it's here or in the messaging tab, just click on it, type in the customer, and you'll see a whole list of people pop up. This is the one I just made. And there's a bunch of pre-made templates that you can customize, of course, that go out as well, that you can quickly and easily send. And guys, that's pretty much what we came to offer with parts. I'm looking to see if there are any questions that have popped up now. Can you expand the email preview? Yeah, for sure. So we got, just read the question. One question is asking, can we expand the email preview? Yeah, of course we can. This is a completely customizable. So what we have here is this email will go out with your logo and a dealership name, and everything in here is customizable to what you feel is necessary. And of course, it's customizable per department as well. I think we've got another question. I can't expand this for some reason. Will there be a separate payment request message, i.e. service will say, yes, so I did answer that just now, so I appreciate the thanks, but yes. So for service, you could say, your vehicle is ready, please come pick up. For parts, you can say your parts are ready. It's completely customizable per the department, and of course a single user can take departments either way. Can take payment for all departments. We've got one more question. So the question is, what happens if a customer gives us a stolen credit card? Will Karma stand behind it? So we're going to stand behind you guys as much as possible. We do have a few fraud measures in place. Of course, we check for CVV. We do all the standard PCI compliance measures. We have a separate list that we generate, which will mark blacklist certain cards that have been marked fraudulent. So we have our own list that we generate there. Additionally, if a card tries to run more than twice, we'll block the transaction. So we try to limit these cases as much as possible. We will stand behind you with the proper documentation needed to back you guys up. And that's the extent of it.